And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Maxa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Maxa.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxa, and we're in the Mighty 1090 studios with Mr. Brad Stieler from Rapala and Williamson Lures. You talk about timing. The Rapala and Williamsons have been hot on this tuna, and we're going to tell you which ones and how to do it right here. Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California's sport fishing voice on the Mighty 1090. One of my favorite things about fishing, in addition to hooking up a nice yellowfin, is a chance to meet great people. And when I run into someone that served our country or a local hero that has served our community, I make it a point to say thank you. And right now, your San Diego County Ford dealer would like to show their gratitude by offering all first responders, active military personnel, veterans, and retirees a special appreciation bonus on top of current offers available on a new Ford car, truck, or SUV. It's your Ford dealer's way of saying thank you. Thank you to all first responders and military personnel for your service to us all. When duty calls, when disaster strikes, when others are in need, they go first, and they deserve to be recognized. To learn more about this special appreciation bonus, go to FordHonorsTheHeroes.com. That's FordHonorsTheHeroes.com. Or simply stop by any San Diego County Ford dealer. They'll be glad to hook you up.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
Rancho Leonero is very family-oriented. People have brought their children down, and now they're bringing their children. It's not unusual to have 3 generations of family at the hotel. Grandpa, Dad, and normally sons, sometimes daughters. The families come back year after year, and it's a safe place for the kids. It's small, it's intimate, right on the water, 2 miles of beachfront. The water's very shallow in front. There's no currents to speak of, no waves. We have child care, $10 a day for a babysitter. Security is high at Rancho Leonero. It's really unnecessary, but it adds up comfort level. And we really do encourage the families. It's a great place for family reunions, family get-togethers, weddings. We do it all. 1-800-646-2252, 646-BAJA. And RanchoLeonero.com. There's nowhere that I could think of to have the same atmosphere and the same experience that you get at Rancho Leonero. We love families.
Great boats, free parking, and a fully stocked tackle shop. Just a few of the reasons Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top charter boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Eclipse, Apollo, Outer Limits, Pacific Star, El Gato Dos, Alexis, Pride, Privateer, Tribute, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half, 3/4, and full-day trips available. Check out the full-service tackle store at Seaforth Sport Fishing. And it's all run by fishermen for fishermen. 1717 Quivira Road, just off Mission Bay Drive in Mission Bay. Book online at seaforthlanding.com. Shimano is proud to present an opportunity for you to go fishing on 2 of the finest 3/4-day boats on the fleet and use the top-of-the-line Shimano gear. It's Terramar Tuesday, going on now through September. Join Shimano Pro staff aboard the San Diego out of Seaforth Sport Fishing. And coming in June, the new Liberty from Fisherman's Landing. These trips will be booked through the landing and it's the same price as a regular 3/4-day trip. But the difference will be a selection of top-of-the-line Shimano Terramar rods and reels will be available for you to try, along with an assortment of Shimano jigs and more. And a member of the Shimano Pro staff will be aboard to answer questions you may have. Terramar Tuesdays will feature Shimano Terramar rods with Trinidad A, Torium HG, Tranks, and Talica reels available for you to try for free. Don't miss Terramar Tuesday on the San Diego out of Seaforth Sport Fishing and beginning June 7th aboard the Liberty from Fisherman's Landing. Check the landing website for more details or the trips page at hookup1090.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. There's so much going on, and you said it best. What a perfect time to have Brad in here this morning.
Yeah, man. Good morning, Brad Stieler from Rapala and Williamson.
Pete and Rick, how are you?
Oh, man, we're pumped up.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, it's crazy what's going on right now.
And it's crazy good.
Crazy good, yeah, indeed. It's last couple of days has been a lot of show and not a lot of go. The fish are still here, but here's an interesting perspective, Rick. And I was talking to Harold Davis from Davis Boats about all this bluefin tuna that's around. And of course, we just finished the Friends of Rollo Kids Fishing Program Tuna Wars.
Yep.
And there were only a couple fish caught on the Tuna Wars. The largest fish caught on the Eclipse, 30 pounds.
Way to go, boys.
Congratulations, Razor, Mark Gillette, and all the guys. But thanks mostly to everybody that participated, because we raised a lot of money to take kids fishing between the Monday meeting at the captain's meeting at the Valley High. Thanks to Larry and Tommy and the gang for doing such a fantastic job. Could you believe the amount of food at that thing?
That was so cool.
Larry kept bringing it out. And I said, Larry, you outdid yourself here. And we were standing right there. And he said, I just told the guys to keep it coming.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So it was great.
And what a perfect venue for it. People to participate. It was awesome. That was such a cool event.
Yeah, it was great. And thanks to all those that came and generously donated and did all that. But here's what Harold said that the Wicked Tuna guys, all three of them said on separate boats. He said, when you see those fish shining like that, like we saw a lot of fish the other day, and they come rolling up, you see big shiners of them on top. He says that fish is digesting what they've already eaten, trying to warm up their bodies, and they're not eating.
Really?
Which makes a lot of sense. He says when you see them like that, when they're just kind of rolling on their sides, he says they're just the Wicked Tuna guys that spend their lives. And they're
bluefin.
It's bluefin. It's a bluefin. And he says, you don't see that, they're not going to bite.
Huh.
So, which I can attest to.
Hey.
Thursday we saw a lot of that, and they didn't want to bite.
Yeah.
So, but interesting perspective there.
We had an interesting deal. It's definitely changing, and don't get me wrong, there's still plenty great scores to be had. You get on the right spot of fish, it wants to chew the paint off the boat. We had an interesting deal when we fished on Wednesday in that. We were in a great zone. You know, we had a lot of those big, just Panama-style mega foamers. We didn't get bit nearly as good out of those as we did small packs, like on bird that was clearly on fish. Sometimes the fish not even showing. You know, sometimes maybe it's one splash. Sometimes it's just sheer water and turn mixed up, but clearly on fish, and we'd slide in front of them. And same deal, we'd cast big Williamson poppers right in front of them, and we were getting bit, I would say, better on fish that weren't showing than the ones where you're rolling up onto, like, oh, my God, we're going to have limits in 2 seconds.
You're throwing them, you're hitting them on the head.
Yeah, there's an acre of fish. The meatball is right in front of us, a brown spot with tuna blowing through it, and we didn't get a bite. And you're shaking your head like, there's no way we didn't catch on this. Yeah. And then the next spot, 4 or 5 turns just looking, and maybe one picks and make a cast in front of, boom, get blown up on and get them. It was really weird.
Yeah, funny. It's funny. It's bluefin, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Brad, popper mania.
Mania.
This has never happened in the history of Southern California. A lot of firsts here in Southern California.
Yeah, not that I can remember.
Yeah, but have you ever sold so many Williamson poppers
it's
in
just
the last month?
It's going crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely going crazy.
I mean, supply's been an issue, right?
Well, we have some new colors and some new sizes that are available here in the next week or two.
Yeah.
And, for 2017 stuff. And Rapala does a great job in getting a new product out in our time frame, so we can go after the tuna in that. So.
Yeah, so tell you that's one thing I will say about Rapala and Williamson. There's a lot of places that have issues, and you being in the tackle business, I'm sure can attest to this. You guys do a good job of supply.
Yeah, they're one of the very best.
Yeah.
Most people aren't.
And over, especially the last 2-3 years here, the fishing that we've had, they've really stepped up and forecasted really well, and so we have a lot of baits that we have in stock and stuff. So
brought in some new stuff here.
New stuff, got
really
some new colors and some new stuff. So it's really cool. So from Williamson and some from Rapala as well.
Yeah, so tell us about some of the new stuff.
Some of the new stuff, some of the new colors in the X-Rat Magnum. We have wahoo and sailfish, and they're a UV color, and they're just I can't wait to get a line on them, get them wet. So
I pulled the dirty move, and as soon as I snatched, there's such a rad-looking new X-Rat 30. They call it a wahoo color. And I'm snatching this. This is coming home with me if that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I bring samples in here. I'm going to go home a little bit light.
Yeah, Brad brought it just to show us.
I'll take this.
This is coming home with me if that's all right.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You guys get out there and no better guys to get out there and try them than you guys. So
yeah, well, like I talked about before, I went with Doug and Brandon on Doug's boat a couple weeks ago, and that Williamson Popper Pro 130. They wanted that little pencil.
Yeah, that was a great picture you sent me. So.
Yeah.
Brandon's still talking about that. He said that was, without question, of all the quote-unquote hot lures of the week, that was just out of control. That's what they wanted to eat.
That's what they wanted to eat, yeah. The only suggestion that Brandon made, actually, is changing the middle single hook to a treble hook and seemed to increase the hookup.
Yeah, the front hook. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they also make the Popper Pro in different sizes, right? Larger sizes. That's
right.
The small one, right?
We have a 130 and now and a 180, and then we have a new 160 coming out. So that's basically it's a 2.4 ounce in the 160, and
just a larger version.
Yeah, and the 180 is like 3 and 3.75 ounce. So
and that's coming out right now.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, and tell us about that new X-Wrap, the
X-Wrap,
X-Wrap,
the new Husky Magnum.
The Husky Magnum.
Yeah, they're making a 15 and a 25. In the X-Wrap Magnums, typically we had 15, 20, and 30. And that 25 kind of fills a middle gap. It's a higher speed. You control it up to 12 knots.
Is that because of the big bill?
Yeah, well, that too, and it just the way they've put it together and that, it just it trolls absolutely true at up to 12 knots. So.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
You're not going to have to tune it up.
No, that's the one thing about the X-Wraps versus the old CD Magnums.
Right.
If the metal bill got bent a little bit, they didn't run real true, and you had to retune them.
Yeah.
And not everybody was adapted doing that.
Yeah, to almost become an expert on tuning the
be a little bit of an engineer there to retweak it. But that's the one thing about the X-Wrap Magnums. They troll really true right out of the box, and a lot less problems.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty neat. So what is so Rapala is kind of the parent company, and then Williamson is made in South Africa, right?
Right, correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And South Africa, they have a lot of big fish.
Right, a lot of big
fish. So they know how to develop some different patterns and different styles of baits than Rapala does.
Right. We've kind of pared down the assortment that they used to have just to more of our fisheries over here. So what we have in the Williamson is really spot on for what we need here in the in the south here. So.
Yeah.
They still make the jet popper?
Yes, they do.
I like that one too.
That has a little mirror on the side in that, so it's a little bit different, and it just pushes water a little bit better. So.
They have two sizes of that jet popper, the smaller of which was like the hot yellowfin popper last year, and I didn't even know they made a bigger one, which we had gotten in at the shop there. The big one is perfect for this because you can cast it. It's a big popper. It's got big hooks on it, and you can you can fish it on heavy line, which as we've been talking about is kind of the issue. You got to be able to fish gear heavy enough to catch an 80-pound tuna, but still got to be able to cast a popper, and that big jet popper is a nice one, too. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it works great. And that's been in the line for quite a while. So
yeah, fun stuff. So what is on the horizon? All these are new styles. Is this what you're introducing at ICAST in July?
Well, actually, we kind of introduced it at our meeting in May at Rapala there back in Minneapolis, and they're available now, first part of July, and so we kind of get a heads up a little bit. But the guys that maybe haven't seen them yet, we'll see them at ICAST and be available right away.
That's of course the trade show. Big deal every year where companies introduce new product in Orlando, Florida. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. Going to be a lot going on in that Rapala Williamson booth.
A lot going on.
Going to be a busy time there for sure. Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for today. Brad is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to fishing, lures, freshwater, saltwater. He kind of does it all.
Yeah, there's so much cool crossover stuff. Like you say, you nailed it. All that, and obviously we're all so fired up on the big tuna, but all of this Rapala cool stuff has just taken off. I mean, the surf fishing halibut guys with those X-Wrap jerk baits, and the big calico bass at Cedros with all the same deal, that suspending hard bait and big crankbaits. And there's so much cool crossover stuff that's happened in the last couple of years. And then the obvious, crazy good. I mean, last year that Rapala was the trolling lure to have, that X-Wrap 20, and maybe we're going to have Wahoo again this year and all the big popper stuff. There's so much stuff to cover. We're so stoked to have Brad in here, and we're stoked to hear from you this morning. We want to hear from you. Give us a call if you want to join us here on Let's Talk Hookup. There's two ways that you can reach us, and first is with our local line, which is 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090, or you can call us on our local number. That one's, or our toll-free rather. That one's 877-792-1090. One more time, 792-1090, and that toll-free line is open right now. Local line's getting all full, but that toll-free line open right now, 877-792-1090. Not only are we taking your phone calls, talking fishing, having fun, we have got an awesome prize for one lucky caller at the end of the show today, and that is a hand-picked assortment of Rapala and Williamson lures, a really cool prize pack. It's going to have everything from your local fishing, your big fish fishing, everything hand-picked by Brad. It's going to be a really, really cool assortment for one lucky caller at the end of the show today. We're talking well over $100 value. I mean, this is probably a couple $100 value.
Yeah,
very nice prize pack.
A lot of great Rapala and Williamsons, and of course the old traditional X-Rap. That thing is just amazing.
I know, they just catch fish.
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
everywhere too.
Yeah,
everywhere.
And last year when that wahoo was biting, they were biting that X-Rap.
And I know every time we see, a John Ireland or Chucky Van Worm or anybody that comes up from the East Cape, they all say the same thing. They get bit better on X-Raps than anything else. They'll troll in the East Cape. They like trolling X-Raps well over, Marauder style, trolling plugs. They want those X-Rap. X-Rap 30. That's the one that they always grab.
Yeah. So now we're going to Kingfisher Charters tomorrow after the show, and. What about trolling X-Raps for salmon?
Seriously, I mean,
they'd eat it, right?
They'd eat herring,
Yeah, they'd eat. I mean, are there any reports from your field people that they catch in Alaska? That
I have not, been up there before, but I have not seen that. But I would think for sure that they would they'd bite that.
Fall up on schools, those candlefish and herrings and everything else.
Yeah.
Why would you? Yeah, why would it not?
Yeah,
I'm in. Let's do it.
Let's try it.
All right.
There you go. All right.
Hey, well, when we come back, we got a ton of Let's Talk Hookup coming away. A bunch of your phone calls, bunch of great information. Again, if you want to get through, join us this morning. 858 area code 457-1090 or 877-792-1090. When we come back, we're going to be taking those phone calls. You stay tuned. Tons of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. It's Southern California's sport fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
This is Greg Stotesbury from AFCO. For more than 55 years, the American Fishing Tackle Company has been recognized as the premier manufacturer of precision-built offshore fishing tackle. AFCO continues this tradition today with an innovative technical fishing clothing line designed and built for ultimate performance on the water. From our next-generation fishing shorts like the Tactical Camo or Stealth Shorts to our Aft Block sun protection shirts like the Fish Ninja and Samurai Sun Hoodie, the entire AFCO clothing lineup is purpose-built with the latest AFTEC fabrics and designed with functional features to deliver top performance for the demanding angler. Visit www.afco.com to find a dealer near you.
Hey, you got to check out the San Diego International Boat Show. I was there yesterday, and wow, such a display. I mean, talking to the guys about how many boats this year. Duncan McIntosh, the man that is partners with Bart in the Fred Hall shows, took it over this year, and he has just done a tremendous job. Of course, Duncan, originator of the Newport Boat Show, he knows how to run a boat show, and let me tell you, this boat show is great.
It's packed, man. It's crazy that they have that many. There's over 200 boats in the San Diego Boat Show, both in the water and out. They have very, very cool dry land displays, in-the-water displays, free demos. They got paddle boards, and, of course, you got the tiki bar in the beer garden.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good spot.
Floating tiki bar in the beer garden. It's on the water. It's really cool. And Inland Boat Center's there, too. They have the Defiance and Arima boats sitting right there. I saw Fito. They have a whole section on the water of Mexico information. And today is that big day for that immigration seminar where you can learn about what you need to take if you're traveling or cruising to Mexican waters. That's going on today at the San Diego International Boat Show.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Again, today it's from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The admission's only $15. Kids 12 and under free. Active military personnel always free. You want to do something fun for Father's Day? Hey, it's coming up. It's Sunday. Take them out to the boat show.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today. Tomorrow, get to the boat show. It's right there, right across from the San Diego International Airport. And it's right next to the Sheraton. They're parking right next to the Sheraton. Go on the boat show happening today.
Information is the key to success, and inside information is even better. When it comes to fishing, inside information is critical, and that's what FishDope.com delivers. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and save fuel. FishDope.com is the only SST service with a satellite oceanographic PhD on board, the only fish finding service with a spotter plane. You get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com boasts the largest largest code group anywhere, covering sport boats, commercial boats, and private boaters. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. What I'm telling you is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, good luck. Membership costs less than 40 gallons of gas for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, stay tuned for the special code to save $20 on a FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel. If you've heard the advice Scott Sherman from Fifth Avenue Insurance has given anglers over the past couple of years, you know there is much more to your boat insurance than just a low rate. Well, Fifth Avenue Insurance can not only find you the lowest rates on your boat insurance, they also make sure the coverage you get meets all your needs. What if you had an accident with the boat and found out you didn't have proper coverage? Well, that just won't happen when you insure with Fifth Avenue Insurance. Call them for advice on your current boat policy or any of your insurance needs. Fifth Avenue Insurance, 619-640-3130, or check the number 5 THAVEINS.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
How fun is it to talk about fishing when they're biting? And,
no doubt.
This week's been a little challenging. You know, a lot of fish around, but not a lot of biters. But there are, you never know. But that's, you know, but the thing is, sea bass fishing up by Catalina, up by Santa Barbara Island.
Right.
All that stuff we're going to hear later on in the show from Mark Wish about that. You've got that potential for yellowfin and bluefin down here off of San Diego waters. Yellowtail still around. I mean, it's still June. We have to pinch ourselves and remind us it's not even summer yet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. And we've already been have sore arms.
So rad.
So
my back still hurts.
Yeah. I'll bet Bart Hall's been out catching a couple of fish. Good morning, Bart.
Hey, Bart.
Good morning, and Pete, I saw that fish that you caught on that Williamson popper. Congratulations, that must have been fun.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, they want that thing.
Well, I want to just call in and thank Brad for all he does for the industry and for Fred Hall shows too. And thinking about the depth and breadth of the product of Rapala. Here we are talking about all the bluefin and the wahoo that we can catch, but this weekend up in Mammoth Lakes is the Fred Hall Father's Day fishing tournament, and Rapala is a major sponsor of that. And you think of all the lures that they produce for that event as well, and I just wanted to thank him. And this weekend, if you fish up in Mammoth and any of the Mammoth Lakes, you can just take your fish in. If you catch a big fish, take it into Rick's Sporting Goods, get it weighed, and it ends on 3 o'clock on Sunday. There's no entrance fee, and there's $1,000 worth of prizes for the winner. And Rapala has donated most of them. I wanted to thank Brad for that.
Wow.
Oh, you're welcome, Bart.
Yeah, the trout love Rapalas, right, Bart?
Oh, man, no doubt.
Well, yeah, and the selection. I mean, you're just thinking about it. You look at all those trout lures that they produce and all of the great ocean fishing lures they produce. I can't think of another lure company that covers the world of fishing like Rapala. And so, anyway, I'm just sitting here thinking about that, and I wanted to mention that tournament, and I wanted to say thank you, and also the San Diego Boat Show again. Thank you for mentioning that. I think Duncan is when it comes to all the water boat shows, he's the expert at producing those, and I was down there during setup, and it's better than it's ever been, I think. I
got to tell you, the difference between last year when Duncan didn't own it and this year is night and day.
Well, Duncan, the Newport Boat Show was the largest big boat show in the West, and has been for a long time. And so he knows how to do that, and he's taken that expertise and applied it to that event down there. And congratulations.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Industry needs it.
Yeah. So are you in the Sierras?
Well, I just got back last night. I've been in the Sierras, and I did catch some trout on some Rapala lures yesterday morning on Lake Mary. Thank you very much, Brad.
Good. Man, you get around. You're at the captain's meeting on Monday, and then back you go. Wow.
My wife says I'm getting too old for this. I may be starting to agree with her.
How many miles did you put on that car this week, Bart?
Well, since we took on the Bakersfield show, I've added 8,000 miles this year extra to what I normally put, and that's about 30,000. So I'm getting close to 40,000 a year right now.
Wow. That's a lot of miles. I don't even fly that much.
I leave for Hawaii tomorrow. I'm going to go catch some Ono. off of Kauai, and I'm very excited.
Very nice.
I'm going to fish for some largemouth and peacock bass in a reservoir I know in Kauai, too. So it's going to be very fun.
All right. Well, you have a great vacation, Bart. Enjoy yourself, and thanks for checking in on the Rapala for the trout.
Great show, and I'll be, of course, listening to you in Hawaii because I always listen on my 1090 app, and I can get you anywhere in the world.
Perfect. All right. Appreciate that, Bart. Thanks a lot for that.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Bart. All right, let's jump right into the phones. They are packed up this morning. We're going to start it off with a first-time caller. We always say first-time callers go right to the front of the line. That's the case of Paul, who's called us from Hesperia this morning. Good morning, Paul. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning.
Hi, Paul.
I was just want to give you a short report on the tribute when we went out with Tuna Wars.
Oh, all right,
very
excellent. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, the fish were behaving exactly like you said. They were just rolling on the bait. When we would pull up to a spot like that, we would throw these whatever we had right on top of their heads, and they would just shoot down and shoot right to the stern of the boat. They would just disappear as soon as you got to them. But one thing about Dave Carrero, who we were on with, he had a little rental rod that he was fishing with. It was like he was born with that thing. He could shoot that thing from an underhanded cast about 100 yards with a flat fall, and it was amazing to watch this guy fish.
I heard he hooked a big one too, right?
Not that I could call.
Oh, okay. Somebody said that Dave was pulling on a big one for quite a while and pulled the hook on it, but
I must have missed that. I was probably in the back of the boat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it was tough fishing, but you got to see a lot, right?
Oh, we saw tons of fish.
Yeah.
And in fact, on the second day, most of the fish was within sight of the land.
No kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, Dave Carrera from Tuna.com, what a nice guy. This was the first year that he came to Tuna Wars and came to the captain's reception, and just a super nice guy, just easy going, and just a regular fisherman.
He came in before the captain's meeting. He came into the tackle store there at Fisherman's Landing, was literally just hanging out with the boys and talking fish. And that guy's he's legit, man. That's a fishy guy. You know, he was really into talking about the gear that we use and what they use. He was cool, man. It was very, very cool.
Yeah, all three of those guys, Paul Hebert and Dave Marciano, man, we want to thank them because you don't realize what big celebs they are. And they're fishermen, right?
Right.
But these guys are popular.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Man. That was cool.
Hey, so you going back next year?
I'm going to try.
All right.
Thanks,
Paul, for the report. Appreciate that.
All right. Hey, let's jump right back into the phones. They are definitely getting packed up. We're going to talk to Rob. He's calling us from Lakeside this morning. Good morning, Rob. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, I got a free day on the Angler next weekend. Just wondering what I should have in the quiver.
3 day on the American Angler. Man, boy, that's a good question.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're all kind of looking stumped. It's like, whoa, bring it all.
Yeah, I mean, 3 day trip, you have to imagine you're going to spend a majority of your time fishing both yellowtail, because there's been some really good yellowtail fish on the coast, and then obviously this big bluefin. So I would say gear from about 25 to 50, 60 pound would be what you're going to be using the most of. And, there's no doubt a lot of this bluefin is being caught casting artificials, whether it be poppers or flat falls or things like that. So if you have a rod that's, say 8 feet or so that has, a good torquey reel, a Trinidad 20 or a Talica 12, something like that you could cast and, you could make a little bit of a cast with, whether it be a flat fall or a popper, and, something that could handle a tuna of, 50 to up to 100 pounds, and then make sure you've got a yellowtail yo-yo jig reel for that good yellowtail fishing that's going on. I'd say like a 25-pound rod, a 40-pound rod, and a 60-pound rod would be perfect quiver, and then maybe something you could throw a popper with. If you had all those, you'd be in really good shape on your 3 day on the Angler, Rob.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, too, Brad. What about on the Rapala Williamson line? What are you going to bring along on a 3 day right now?
Well, I definitely bring some of the poppers, definitely, and always have some X-Rap Magnums with you too. So, but those would be the two things that I would take definitely.
Yeah. Well, I know your trip is sold out there on Friday the 24th, but Monday the 27th, the American Angler has 2 spots left on a day-and-a-half trip.
Dude.
Can you believe that?
Happens.
Yeah.
Never.
And they have a 1 spot left on a 5-day trip right after that. Comes back July 4th. So you want to go on the American Angler, check AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. You can link that right on our website, Hookup1090.com. Just go to the links page, click on the American Angler right at the top there, and you'll get on it. Hey, have a great trip. Good luck on that. Let's go live to the tribute. Captain Mike Pritchard's on the line. Good morning, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, good morning, guys. How's it going?
Great.
Well, we're out here. We tried something a little bit different today. We're looking down about 65 miles south of San Diego and outside Ensenada. There's a pretty good strip of water down here. I wanted to take a look at it from a good break. A little bit on the breezy side. A little breezy here this morning, but we're planning on putting ourselves into a position to get up by that where all that bluefin's been here for the afternoon. You definitely have to give it a try. Like the other gentleman called in earlier talking about our Tuna Wars trip and looking at all the spots of various sized bluefin, fish anywhere from 20 to darn 300 pounds. So we'll be up there in the afternoon, but as of right now, we're going to take a look around down here and try to find, it's time. Somebody's got to get down and take a look around and see if we can find something different.
It's time to find that traditional, good sport boat, live bait, biting fish. You know, this fish up above is incredible show, but it's not very user-friendly.
No, but, we have a little change in moon phase coming up here and change in weather as well. It looks like after Sunday, I think Monday, looking into the early part of the week, it looks like it gets downright nice. We do have some trips coming up. Once we get in from this Pelagic-sponsored day-and-a-half trip, we have a one-day trip leaving Monday night, a day-and-a-half leaving Tuesday night, and I think Thursday night's another one-day trip. We'll be targeting that tuna. Hopefully we can find something down here and be able to mix it up just a little bit. We also have a 2.5-day Soft Steel Ultra-sponsored trip over the 4th of July that still has some room on it. But I'm thinking with all this fish around, change in moon phase, and a little change in weather, we might see some of the stuff start to bite here in the upcoming week.
Wow, sounds fantastic, Mike, and thank you very much for your participation in Tuna Wars. I know you give a great deal to Friends of Rollo, Rollo kids, that you get to be able to raise money to take kids fishing, and that's much appreciated. Your generous support.
No, it's definitely my pleasure. We started that 3 years ago. We were the first year was just us with Paul Hebert. Last year it was us and the Eclipse. This year we got the Cortez involved, and it really is a great charity, something we plan on doing. It was a mad scramble to get the boat done for that trip. I know you guys know what we've gone through here as far as new engines, new generator, new fuel tanks, new bait tank, new fish hold, new deck.
New everything.
We got it all together just, for that trip, and everything's holding up and running great. Now we just need to get it bloody.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but you know what? You caught one of the 2 fish that was caught during the big Tuna Wars trip, so congratulations on that. And what the heck is this? How can you let Gillette win again? I mean, come on, man.
Well, win again. We won last year.
Oh, you won?
Win this year. They did get us. They did get us by 2 pounds. Last year we won it. This year they won it. It was a very, very frustrating couple of days. We did the best we could. Dave Carrero did hang a fish, very short-lived. We hooked some of those big ones. The fish we landed was 28 pounds, and yes, Dave Marciano and the team on the Eclipse upped us by 2 pounds on that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought for some reason Mark had won the year before, but I give you credit. You were the big Tuna Wars champion of 2015, and maybe in 2017 you'll come back, right?
Well, we're going to do the best we can, but like I said before, I mean, the real winners on this one are all of us, and it's not just the kids, but I mean, it's benefiting our future. A great cause that Frank and the Friends of Rollo started years ago, and keeping our industry alive, keeping kids away from the PlayStation and the Xbox and out here on the water is the main goal, and they're doing a great job at it.
No doubt about it. Hey, Mike, thanks for all your support, and thanks for the call-in. We hope you get them and call us in tomorrow and say, we found them, a new stock. Appreciate the call this morning on the Tribute, and get over there. Get on the boat this next week looks like a good time to go. All right.
Hey, let's jump right back in, and we're going to talk to Ruben. He's calling us from Echo Park this morning. Hi, Ruben. Thanks for joining us here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Yeah, good morning. First, right off the bat, I'd like to thank Pete for being so good about getting back to his listeners. I was really impressed. And Brad, I'm showing my age. For decades, I adjusted those Rapalas and dragged them around Catalina, and it always seemed to give me the edge. So I'm looking forward to using the new technology, and that's all I got.
Well, you'll be in the water a lot longer with them. So
yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Those new, I really like that. What'd you call the new one? The one with the purple?
Oh, the Husky Magnum.
I like the look
and
of that
it's
thing.
25 size.
Yeah.
Right. So it kind of fits that in between, you know. So
yeah, that's looking good. That's going to be a good one for sure. Hey, thanks, Ruben. Appreciate that. Always, you know, if you call my office, I'll always try and get back to you for sure. Appreciate the call this morning.
Mo and Vista, you're up next on Let's Talk Hookup. Mo, what's going on this morning? Good morning.
Yeah, I'm up here in Redwood City, San Francisco here, but I heard you guys talking. Hey, what would you recommend for the 10-foot rod you're talking about, you know, for casting? Would you go 9 or would you just go a straight 10? And what rod would it be?
I wouldn't recommend it, man. That sucks.
Well, you got to cast it out there for the long cast. Don't you think we need the 10-footer?
I would say that there's not a perfect answer for any of this thing. We've talked about it for a couple of weeks now, is that you've got to find the perfect balance between being able to cast a lure a long ways to make sure you hit the spot. I mean, some spots will come right to the side of the boat, but bluefin or bluefin, and sometimes you need to stay as far away from them with the boat as you can to not push the spot down. So a longer rod is going to extend your casting distance. The problem is every one of these damn things is a 50-pounder. You know, I mean, they're all big ones. So,
but the thing is too, how many of the bites have come 20 feet from the boat?
Yeah, I mean half.
Yeah,
half of them. But though by saying that means half of them didn't. You know,
right.
You know, so that's the thing. And
yeah.
I think for me the perfect rig right now is an 8 to 8.5 foot rod. If I could grab hold of anything for one of these bigger ones, it would be a Shimano Terramar 86 extra heavy and a Shimano Tranx 500 full of 65-pound Power Pro, or better yet 80-pound Max Quattro. I think money's no object. That is the coolest rig you can buy. It's got enough guts that you could definitely handle a 100-pounder, no problem. That Tranx Cast Power Pro, so good. It's so forgiving and easy to cast. That would be my
And you can
favorite.
adjust it to your casting ability,
you got
too.
It, man.
That's the other thing
Totally.
about the Tranx. And it's big enough to handle a big fish.
Absolutely. We've got a Tranx on our boat. It's Neil's. We've got one Tranx that has 7 fish over 100 pounds on our boat this year.
Wow.
7 over 100, with the big fish being about 140 on a Tranx. That thing, I'll be the first one to admit, I didn't think that reel was, when that reel first came out, I didn't think it was going to have the guts to catch big yellows. We took it to Cedros, we caught those 30-pounders, and I was blown away. I can't believe this thing can handle 30-pound yellow. And I thought for sure that, well, it's not going to handle, dude, that reel handles 100-pound bluefins absolutely no problem. It's awesome.
I wouldn't say it's a little problem, you know, just because you got to turn the handle and pull on.
No doubt.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm not trying to say it's as easy as a Talica 2-speed, for sure. You're right about that. But it is up to the task.
Yeah,
I mean, it is
works.
absolutely up to the task.
On my boat on Thursday, Ron Lane caught a 62-pound yellowfin on the Tranx, throwing the popper, and first time he ever used it, and he was casting it a mile.
Yeah, it's an awesome, awesome reel.
Yeah, so that's the recommendation there. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning.
All right. Hey, let's find out what's going on the Baja. It's time for the Cast Catch Report with our man Richard Castaneda from Cast Tours. Today, sponsored by Dana Landing on Mission Bay, the true one-stop shop for everything that you need to go fishing. They have a complete saltwater tackle shop, a full deli. They offer Mexican and California fishing licenses. They do trips and six-pack charters. And when it comes to freshwater tackle, you've got to check out East County Bait and Tackle, full of all the freshwater tackle and live bait that you need for a great day in the lake. Dana Landing is right across from SeaWorld next to the Dana Launch Ramp in Mission Bay. And East County Bait and Tackle, and you want to talk about an awesome selection of Rapala and Williamson. I mean, from everything from saltwater to freshwater, all the jerk baits, those guys at ECBT have it all. Check them out at the end of the 67 freeway at Mapleview and Lakeside, or check DanaLanding.com for more information. And let's talk to the man, Richard Castaneda from Cast Tours. Castman, buenos dias.
Hey, buenos dias, Ricky, Pedro.
Castman.
Hey, yeah, you're talking about that Tranx. You know, that's a heck of a reel. When we were at Pesca Panama earlier this year, I hooked two nice yellowfin over 100 pounds each, and throwing a small topwater lure. And I'm telling you, that thing can cast. And it's an outstanding reel. Got plenty of drag, and I'll tell you, I swear by that reel. Plus, the highlight for it is using it when you're jigging, because you don't have to move your thumb back and forth. You know, that line feed with that level line, it just feeds by itself. It's a terrific reel. But anyway, getting on with the report, guys. been a lot of changes down in the Cabo San Lucas area, up and around the Sea of Cortez there, with some cold water moving in here about a week, 10 days ago, and that's starting to clear up now. I mean, there's water down under 70 degrees, and very green and very dirty water, and it really slowed things up. But that's changing now. The water's warming up. We're getting water in the mid-70s there, clear water. Cabo San Lucas fishing most of the Pacific side has been scoring on yellowfin tuna there. Not a lot of big fish, most of them are going to be, 20 to 40 pounds, occasional 50, 60 pounder. Few Dorado, still no great numbers of Dorado yet, but we're waiting for those guys to come in. Striped marlin bite continues to be the main billfish there. Not as good as it had been, but I think maybe that cold green water pushed them out. But you should see those fish coming back in, especially moving up into the Sea of Cortez or up toward the East Cape area. Mazatlan there, they've had a very good year, should say a good week last week. Looks like those sailfish are finally moving in, and look for that to really, really get good here in the next couple of weeks. Just about a 75% catch ratio on the sailfish there for the fleet. Ixtapas de Montenegro is on fire right now. A lot of sails. I got reports of some big blue marlin there. One of the boats, from what I understand, was fighting. They estimated well over 800-pound blue, and they finally lost it. But some really good bill fishing going on down there. And the rooster fish is probably epic, from what I understand. Just incredible all along the beaches there. Nice roosters. Most of them are going to be 20 to 30 pounds, but they're getting occasional 40, 50 pounders. So some really good fishing going on down there. Now we'll wind up with Cancun down there. Some very good fishing down there between white marlin and sailfish there, occasional blue, and of course a variety of other fish that they catch at this time of year. Most of the tourists down there, are usually taking that 4 to 6 hour charter. So not really a lot of real anglers going down there and giving it a go. I think if we had some, guys going down there seriously to fish and not just as a secondary thing, I think we see a lot better catch ratio. Anyway, that's a report for this week. Anybody wants to book a trip into Southern Baja, mainland Mexico, Central America, and all the other destinations we sell, give us a call at Cast Tours at 800-593-6510 or on the web at www.casttours.com, and I'll talk to you guys next Saturday.
Castman, great report as always. Appreciate that. Great stuff going on in the Baja. Always nice to know that we can escape, go down to our favorite spot, have biting fish waiting for us.
No doubt about it.
Thanks,
all right,
Castman.
Ricky.
All right.
Thanks, Castman. Talk to you next Saturday.
10-4.
All right, buddy.
All right, let's jump right back into the phones. They're jam-packed. If you want to get through, the only line open right now, toll-free, 877-792-1090. Let's talk to Dan. He's calling us from San Diego this morning. Hi, Dan. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. I've got a question about this lure I got. I went over to Sports Authority. Looks like I got the last popper that they had. It's a Williamson Jet Popper 5, made in Indonesia, blue sardine, and it says 200-pound built-in swivels, 5 1/4 inch, 2 ounce. The questions are, is it good for anything other than big bluefin? And if I'm going to pull it out of the box, do I need to do anything to it to modify it as far? Because I see it's got split rings, so I can change out the trebles. There's 2 of them.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Not
Pete,
that one. The Jet Popper is a good. That has good hooks on it.
That has good.
Split
Yeah.
rings.
Yeah. Those are VMC hooks, and they're great hooks. So
they look good.
So right out of the box, it's ready to go. So.
Yeah.
Bluefin only?
No.
Yellowfin.
Yellowfin, definitely.
Bluefin,
okay.
Yellowtail.
Roosterfish down in the cave.
Roosterfish, definitely.
Jacks and that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a good popper. It's a good size, too. That easy to cast with medium-sized tackle. You can cast the thing a long ways. Easy for them to fit it. That's a good popper.
Yeah.
Big
I'd
splash.
like to take it down to, maybe I'll take it to Rancho Leonero.
That would definitely be a good spot for it,
for
sure.
No doubt about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The thing that's so cool about that one and what's going on right now is that everybody, obviously myself included, we're in this bluefin popper craze. This yellowfin, obviously, Pete, you got one, yesterday. This yellowfin is filtering in big time. Those are the fish that bite the pop. You know what I mean? This bluefin's not even supposed to eat this way. When this yellowfin really invades us with all this popper stuff going on, it's going to be nuts. And the reason we all know about that Williamson Jet Popper is that was the hot one to have for yellowfin last year. So I think you're going to be in really good shape.
People are learning to fish poppers, too. It's a style that you need to learn. Now, on the Rapala Williamson website, do you guys have any how-to videos on popper fishing?
They do have it. You have to click on the little icon there, and they do have some on there. I'm not sure what's on there right now. They change it out periodically. So,
yeah. If you go to our website hookup1090.com, you go to the tackle page, you'll see Rapala. Click on Rapala or Williamson. Just click on that, and they'll. And then you do a search for it. You'll be able to find it probably on Williamson.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure. And also on our website, if you want to check out great picture of that fish that Ron Lane caught on the Tranks, the 62-pound yellowfin on the popper. It's on our Facebook page, hookup1090.com. Right top corner, you can link right in. Friend us on Facebook right there. Friend us on Instagram right there, and also our YouTube channel. A lot of good new YouTube
great videos
stuff on there, so check that out. It's all of our stuff. Check it out, and you'll like that.
I just posted the picture. We were talking about the two baits that Pete and I stole from Brad Samples.
Yes.
That X-Wrap Wahoo that I snagged, and then Pete grabbed that popper pro. I put a picture of both of them up there so you can scope them out. They're really cool looking.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in what it was we were talking about, it's up there right now.
They're real deals with the Rapala and Williamson lures.
No
they
doubt.
Are good. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. A lot more of your phone calls. We got catch reports coming up. All kinds of great info. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Inland Boat Center is the destination for your next boat. They've been around 35 years, so they're here to stay with something for everyone. Inland Boat Center has a giant inventory of all types of boats, including the perfect saltwater fishing boats made by Arima and Defiance. Inland Boat Center has a huge 2.5-acre indoor showroom with over 300 new and pre-owned boats, making them the largest boat store on the West Coast. Family owned and operated, they are proud of their customer service. They take trades of all types. Come check out their inventory of Defiance boats from 20 to 29 feet, or the fantastic selection of the amazing Arima boats from 17 to 21 feet. Inland Boat Center has a full service department, fiberglass repair and upholstery department. Everything you need is under one roof at Inland Boat Center, 681 East San Jacinto in Paris. Check the website for the current inventory and more at inlandboatcenter.com. For decades, the Kona Kai has been considered San Diego's premier marina resort and spa. Now, with millions of dollars in upgrades, the Kona Kai Resort is a destination for travelers worldwide who can live it every day. The docks and services are the finest quality in San Diego, and the Kona Kai is the closest marina to the open ocean. As a marina tenant, you enjoy many benefits, including secured free parking, a deluxe health club, swimming pool, and more. Enjoy discounts at their restaurant, bar, and hotel. If you don't have a boat, there are memberships available at a very affordable price. The Kona Kai Club has been offering members a home away from home since 1953. Members can spend their days on Kona Kai's private beach, meet new people in the club's modern lounge, share a meal with family at Bessel Restaurant and Bar, or pamper themselves in Spa Terra. Check out ResortKonakai.com on the web for more information, to reserve a slip, or inquire about joining the club. The Kona Resort, like being on vacation every day in your own backyard.
This is Captain Tim Ekstrom from the long-range vessel Royal Star. With my partners Randy Toussaint and Brian Sims, we have set the bar of the long-range fishing experience. A spring 8-day, summer 5-day, or a fly-down, fly-back 11-day winter trip, we deliver the highest quality long-range voyage you will find. From our premium RSW fish storage to our top-of-the-line chefs and crew, Royal Star distinguishes itself from all others. Want to grab a spot on the Royal Star? Check us out at RoyalStarSportFishing.com or call Tracy at 619-224-4764.
Many years ago, Baja pioneer Bob Van Wormer found the area he called the Great Fish Trap in the East Cape of southern Baja and built what is now regarded as the premier East Cape resorts of Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Today, following in their father's footsteps, Bob's sons, Bobby, Chucky, and Eddie, have taken Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol to new levels. With the largest sport fishing fleet in Mexico, a luxurious spa, and top-of-the-line resort amenities, Van Wormer Resorts have become a destination for travelers worldwide. But for us, Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol are just a short 2-hour flight away. No other tropical fishing destination offers the experience and value that you'll find at Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Now you can plan your Baja fishing vacation quick and easy by visiting VanWormerResorts.com. And when you're ready to book, it's quick and easy. Or simply call 877-777-TUNA for more information. Van Wormer Resorts, the East Cape's finest. Your hook is one of the most important parts of your fishing tackle, and that is why you should use the hook that sets the standard for quality and innovation. Gamakatsu, as Japan's leading hook manufacturer and growing at an amazing pace, Gamakatsu is responsible for introducing a unique tempering process to give Gamakatsu hooks superior strength and durability. Plus, the conically needle-honed points stay sharp. Gamakatsu offers a hook for every fishing situation, including the finest one-piece ringed hooks, light wire, standard and heavy-duty live bait hooks, and the popular Nautilus circle hooks. Get Gamakatsu hooks at your favorite tackle store and stay connected to that fish of a lifetime.
XEPRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
You're listening to the home of the Padres.
Oh,
Rush! San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Hey, mark your calendars. It's our second San Diego County Ford dealer remote broadcast. It's going to be Saturday, July 2nd, 4th of July weekend. It's going to be at Mossy Ford in Mission Bay in Pacific Beach, right there. Your next chance to qualify for the big grand prize, the 4-night fishing package at the world-famous Katmai Lodge in Bristol Bay, Alaska. That includes round-trip ticket from Anchorage to from San Diego to Anchorage on Alaska Airlines. And you know what? Alaska is now flying nonstops to great fishing destinations like Costa Rica, Hawaii, Puerto Vallarta. You can sign up for their award-winning mileage program and just click on the Alaska Air banner on the front page of hookup1090.com, and you can sign up. It's the best mileage program in the business, bar none. You can also win a trip on the Blackjack, that great 4-pack charter out of Dana Landing in Mission Bay, Shimano rods and reels, Maui Jim sunglasses, and the prize cowboy is going to be there giving away a ton of great stuff like Rapala and Williamson lures. We got a bunch of that to give away. All you have to do is just show up. And don't forget, whether you make that cast or not, you're going to have a chance to win all the prizes and the grand prize, that trip to Katmai Lodge on Alaska Airlines. Check the trips page. Check the guest page at hookup1090.com for rules and details. So we'll see you Saturday, July 2nd at Mossy Ford in Pacific Beach.
It still blows me away every time I hear you read that we're giving away a trip to Katmai Lodge.
I know.
Like, that is, I mean, that's huge,
Yeah.
dude. That is huge. And it's
was
totally
a coup,
free.
for sure.
Yeah, I can't even get over it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome,
no doubt
awesome.
about it. And Michael, who won the trip last year to Kingfisher Charters
Right.
on Alaska Airline, is going up with us
That's
tomorrow.
right.
He'll be up at Kingfisher Charters tomorrow. And then if you win that Katmai Lodge trip, you'll be going up with us next July to Katmai Lodge. It'll blow your mind.
Rad. Awesome. Well, hey, the phone lines are absolutely packed up. Let's jump into them. And this time we're going to talk to Charlie. He's calling us from Gardena this morning. Hi, Charlie. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, Rick. How are you?
Great, Charlie. Good morning.
Hey, I had a couple questions for you, and I had one for Brad. I'll start with Brad. Are you familiar with the, I think it's called the Subwalk, the 6-inch model? Have you heard anybody hooking any tuna on that?
No, but it's a great bait, and we actually have a new size coming out in the Subwalk, and with single hooks, and it's a great bait. But
now, you heard from some of your sources that that's been a pretty good bait on the tuna, right?
It's been a really good bait. It's kind of just one of those things that just hasn't been talked about a whole lot, and but yeah, it's a great bait.
So describe what it is.
Is that a 15-inch?
What's that?
Would that be a 15-inch?
No,
6.5-inch bait, I believe.
Right, and the new ones is a 3.5-inch bait is the big one. But yeah, it's basically you can walk the dog with it, and
called a Subwalk.
Called a Subwalk, and
by Rapala.
By Rapala.
Almost like a action of a walk the dog bait, but subsurface. Like
right, correct, correct. And you know how baits would be just under the surface. You know how they twitch along, and it just swims and has a little bit of rolling action to it, and it's a great bait.
All right, good luck. Go.
And a question for Rick.
Go ahead,
Ricky, on the tranks.
Yeah.
Which tranks are you recommending for the tunas?
I fish with the HG. I think that if you were buying a reel solely just to go catch big bluefins, well, maybe the power gear, which is the lower gear ratio, would be good because it's got more torque. But I mean, let's face it, you buy a Tranks, you're going to use that thing for the rest of your life, and 90% of what we do, yellowtail surface iron, fishing a flat fall, most all your cast and retrieve artificial lure fishing that we do, a higher gear ratio is probably better. So I own myself and would recommend the HG version, which is the high gear of the Tranks.
There you go. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
All right.
Scott Sherman He's back in town.
Yeah.
Good morning, Scott.
Hey, guys.
What up, Sherm?
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
I just got back from Costa Rica and wanted to call the show and thank you, Pete, Rick, for what an amazing resource your program is. You know, just before I left, we had that conversation on the boat with Kevin up there at West Coast Marine, you know, and we decided to go with the 200s. He's getting that done. And I went on vacation at Costa Rica that Casman set up for us, and it was just a phenomenal 1-week trip, and can't say enough about how great they set everything up for us.
Costa Rica's a wonderful country, isn't it? Did you do any fishing?
Got a half day in there. This was mostly a unwind after the election kind of trip with my wife, and but did get one day and caught the water's warm, so the fishing wasn't that great, but did get 2 real big Spanish mackerel that we brought back. And I tell you, the place that they set us up in Islita, they set us up on a little cabana on the beach at night with the tiki torches, nobody else on the beach, our own little personal waiter. We're watching the lightning over the water. The fireflies are buzzing around us. We're eating the fish that we just caught that day. It was absolutely perfect.
Wow.
So rad.
Like a wonderful trip for sure. Now back to work, right, at Fifth Avenue Insurance and the City Council. Congratulations on the re-election.
Yeah, that was a pretty good showing. 62% is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Landslide.
Congratulations.
Well, it just goes to show you the reach of your program, buddy.
Well, cool. Well, glad you had such a great trip and well-deserved vacation in Costa Rica.
Well, and I tell you, both of those things, the boat and the Costa Rica trip, were all set up by sponsors of your show. So, I mean, it's just a great resource to listen to the show. And while I was fishing in Costa Rica, there was no bait to be had, so guess what we were dragging around?
Rapala.
Get bit everywhere.
Yeah, well, I call them Rapalas, but I doubt they care what we call them, just long we buy them.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, Sherm, when's the new boat going to be ready out of West Coast Marine, the new Parker?
All the half tower's just about done. We're going to have 15 rod holders total on the boat when this thing's done. The bait tank just arrived. New motors are being put on. We should be done in a couple of weeks.
Sweet
couple
times,
weeks.
man. Right on.
You are not going to be sorry by going with that 200 upgrade. That's going to be the stuff for sure. You're going to love it.
Yeah, I didn't want to go with what was there and then regret it once I got on the water. I figured this was the way not to have any regrets.
Good for you. Do it right. All right, Sherm. Thanks a lot for the call. Welcome back, and look forward to hearing the stories from on the water for sure.
All right, let's jump back into the phones. We're going to talk to Mike. He's calling us from El Cajon this morning. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, guys. I had a question for Brad, and I was reading on the X-Wrap that they're recommending the Suffix fishing line. Is there a particular one of the Suffix line that we should be using for the Rapalas?
No, we just our saltwater line. Rapala's own Suffix. So we kind of put that on there just to make sure that we sell a lot of Suffix. It's a great line.
What kind of line does Suffix make?
We make everything. We make braid. We make a lot of different monos. We make lead core line. I mean, you name it, we make it. So
we sell that Suffix Superior. It's a copolymer line. It's soft. It casts really nice. It's really inexpensive for a quote unquote high. Exactly. That's a great way to say it. Yeah, it's very inexpensive in the world of premium line.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
All right, Mike. You looking forward to Alaska?
Yes. In fact, I thought I was packed, Pete, and then after listening to the show this morning. And when you mentioned about the Rapalas for the Alaska to try it, you know what? I got to go in my tackle box and make sure I put some in a suitcase.
There you go. All right.
Can't wait to see you up there, Mike.
We'll see you up in Alaska. Thanks a lot. You're going to love Kingfisher Charters. They do such a good job up there. Looking forward to it. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
All right. Hey, when we come back, we get another Let's Talk Hookup full hour coming your way with catch reports, phone calls, and a lot more with Brad Stieler. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Get it all at Dana Landing in Mission Bay. It's truly the one-stop shop for a great day on the water. Looking for a fishing charter? Dana Landing had you covered with several boats, including the new Blackjack, perfect for 2 to 4 anglers, and the Impulse that will carry up to 6 anglers in comfort and style. Dana Landing has a huge tackle shop with everything you need to go fish bay bass, tuna, or marlin, plus expert anglers on staff to help. They even have Mexican and California fishing licenses and reel repair. The deli at Dana Landing is a local's favorite with all the food, ice, and beverages you need. When it comes to freshwater tackle, East County Bait and Tackle is the spot for a great day on the lake. The ultimate in rods and reels, the latest freshwater lures and live bait. ECBT has a staff second to none when it comes to sharing their passion for fishing. ECBT is at the end of the 67 freeway on Mapleview in Lakeside, and Dana Landing is right across from SeaWorld next to the Dana Launch Ramp in Mission Bay. Check DanaLanding.com for more details.
It's time to get excited about fishing, and Point Loma Sport Fishing has everything you'll need. They offer half-day and three-quarter-day trips daily, perfect for families and the novice or seasoned fishermen. Point Loma Sport Fishing also offers overnight to multi-day trips targeting the best of seasonal catches. Visit their website at pointlomasportfishing.com, where you can purchase tickets online and get more information on the trips available, or call 619-223-1627.
If you are ready to experience a real Alaska fishing adventure, check out Whalers Cove Lodge in Angoon, Alaska. The calm waters around Whalers Cove are 100 miles from any large towns, so you will enjoy a wilderness adventure without any crowds. Whalers Cove Lodge has some of the best salt and freshwater fishing in Alaska, and there is no need for a bumpy boat ride for hours. You can find productive fishing for salmon, halibut, and rockfish just 10 minutes from the lodge. Whalers Cove also offers fantastic freshwater fishing in wilderness streams for wild salmon and trout. The Whalers Cove experience will fulfill your wildest Alaskan dreams on the calm water of the Inside Passage or on a spectacular stream. It's your choice every day at the Whalers Cove Lodge. After fishing, you will dine on fabulous meals created daily by the Whalers Cove chefs and relax in your comfortable room or cabin. Learn more about this exciting Alaska destination on their website at whalerscovelodge.com or call 800-423-3123. Whalers Cove Lodge, a real Alaskan fishing adventure.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
You're listening to the home of the Padres.
Oh, rush!
San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing. Are you aware that Fisherman's Landing has the finest charter boat fleet on the West Coast? We have charter boats from 50 to 85 feet in length and can accommodate charter groups from 8 to over 50 passengers. If you are planning to book a charter this year, I wouldn't wait too long. With the outstanding fishing that we've had the past 2 seasons, prime fishing dates for 2016 are already disappearing. If you have never booked a charter before, all you have to do is contact a few fishing buddies, pick a date, and call the landing. Our office crew will make booking your charter a breeze. If your group is from 8 to 14 anglers, the Bluefin, Pacific Quest, or Maximus would be perfect. If you have 15 to 35 fishermen, check out the Pacific Dawn, Fortune, Commander, Islander, or the Pegasus. You can also charter our open party boats, Dolphin, Prowler, Condor, and Pacific Queen. Don't allow your prime fishing date to slip away. Charter one of Fisherman's Landing's premier boats for a spring yellowtail trip or a summer or fall offshore tuna trip. You will be happy you did. You can find us at www.fishermanslanding.com or call us at 619-221-8500 to book your fishing charter.
What a tuna and yellowtail season last year. Many say the best in 30 years. Could this season be even better? Don't be caught without the right gear. Now is the time to stock up on the trolling lure that proved to be the best. X-Rap Magnum by Rapala. Every X-Rap Magnum runs perfect right out of the box. They all have extreme action and a controlled, deep-diving, aggressive swimming motion. The large diving lip partners with premium BMC hooks and an irresistible rattle. The X-Rap Magnum by Rapala can be trolled at high speeds without rolling or kicking out at depths to 15 feet. Bottom line, the X-Rap Magnum is the ultimate trolling lure for Southern California and Baja saltwater fishing. With a textured translucent body, internal holographic foil, and 3D holographic eye, X-Rap Magnums are irresistible to saltwater game fish. Available in a variety of colors and sizes. No matter what you choose, the fish can't resist X-Rap Magnum by Rapala. Ask your local tackle dealer which is the hottest color and size and start catching more fish. See the entire line at Rapala.com.
One of my favorite things about fishing, in addition to hooking up a nice yellowfin, is a chance to meet great people. And when I run into someone that served our country or a local hero that has served our community, I make it a point to say thank you. And right now, your San Diego County Ford dealer would like to show their gratitude by offering all first responders, active military personnel, veterans, and retirees a special appreciation bonus on top of current offers available on a new Ford car, truck, or SUV. It's your Ford dealer's way of saying thank you. Thank you to all first responders and military personnel for your service to us all. When duty calls, when disaster strikes, when others are in need, they go first, and they deserve to be recognized. To learn more about this special appreciation bonus, go to FordHonorsTheHeroes.com. That's FordHonorsTheHeroes.com. Ford.com or simply stop by any San Diego County Ford dealer. They'll be glad to hook you up.